God. First and foremost, we're going to say, Kahalo Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, for giving us the spirit and power to come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked society, America, Babylon the Great, that's in the Bible, that's destined for destruction because of the lies, the atrocities, the murder, rape, rob, and murder that they've done to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Especially in these last days, we waiting on this judgment and to uplift the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans and let them know that they are the children of Israel and they got to repent in these last days. Jeremiah chapter 10.
Shalom. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them.
So start off at verse 1.
Yes, sir. Jeremiah 10 and 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
So hear the word which the Lord speaketh to you, O house of Israel. And then he goes into what a lot of people miss all the time. They don't know that it's in here is Christmas. Learn not the way of the heathen. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 12. Learn not the way of the heathen. The customs of the heathen, the holidays of the heathen.
That's right.
We're supposed to be celebrating our own customs, our own holidays. Feast of dedication just passed. Those are the kind of customs that we're supposed to be attaching ourselves to.
Right.
Not Christmas or Halloween and the rest of the holidays that they got set up here in America. It makes us weaker as a people. Go ahead.
It says, and be not dismayed at them. No, it says, Salakia, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
So it says dismay. The word dismay goes to cause someone to feel consternation and distress, appalled, horrified, shocked, confound, surprise, daunt, discomfort, alarmed, rattled, dispirited, spooked. So the Most High told us not to be dismayed at what they do. We're not supposed to, because we in captivity. If our people look around like we ain't got nothing to celebrate,
right,
until they come into the knowledge of the truth of the Bible.
Right.
Go ahead.
You trying to get him?
Sir.
Yo, bro. Brown shirt. You might speak Spanish.
All right, go ahead with your precept.
God, this is the book of Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. So again, we come out here to tell you guys, we not, the Christmas, the Thanksgiving, that's after the traditions of men. It's not found in the Bible. That's not after Christ.
Right.
They try to say Christmas is revolved around Christ. Christmas is revolved around Christ. Salaki. But you wouldn't find that in the Bible. That's a tradition of men.
Right.
We are here to teach you to keep the Feast of Passover, the Tabernacles, Purim, things like that. That's found in the Bible, man.
Feast of dedication.
Feast of dedication. Things that's actually in the Bible and not after men. Vain deceit. Now it got you further apart from the Most High God, man. So, again, this is to pull you away from the Most High God, man. If it's the traditions of men, it's not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, man.
Right. Like so-called New Year's.
Yeah.
When New Year's ever been in the middle of the winter, bro? When everything dead. It's not New Year's. New Year's is in the spring when everything is growing, bro. Things coming back to life. Don't follow the tradition of man. We gotta keep the high holy days.
Very important. That's who we are. That's who we made a blood contract with the Most High. And we coming back to that in these last days. Well, we out here, whether our people here or whether they forbear. Deuteronomy 12. Or was that it on Jeremiah 10? Yeah, I want you to. Yeah.
Con, this is Jeremiah 10 and 3.
Bring it out.
For the customs of the people are vain.
28.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold.
So this custom goes all the way back to where the Bible is even explaining it. The winter solstice, it was called the winter solstice before it was called Christmas. They had different names, but it was the same rituals. Now, you know, they advanced and enhanced it and dressed it up, you know, a little bit. You know, now they saying it's Christ's birthday.
Exactly.
But before then, it had nothing to do with Christ.
Right.
And they know that. But, you know, this, you can see where it goes into, you know, you worshiping. They want you to worship Christ as he's God. That's what they want you to do. All right, but keep going.
It says,
Go ahead.
But again, the traditions now, where do you see it being revolved around Christ?
Right.
You got Santa Claus, you got a tree, you got presents under the tree, and you got elves. Where do you see Christ being involved in any of that?
Yeah.
Man, they just trying to pull you, like I said, further from the Most High God, man.
it's like, you know, that's also idol worshiping too.
Exactly.
And you got your kids bowing down to an idol. Like the brother was going into, you don't see nowhere in the Bible where the Lord says, get a tree out of the forest, set it, that it move not, put presents under it, and let your kids bow down to it.
Right.
It's like you giving your kids over to the enemy, bro. It's like you giving your kids over to another God.
Right.
You gotta bow down to the tree and get the presents.
Right.
We only supposed to worship the Most High God, Yahweh.
Right. But it also, Salaki, it also have you worshiping Santa Claus, because now when your parents is telling you be good because he's watching you, now you're trying your best to be good to Santa Claus so where he can bring you gifts on December 25th, man. So it's also idling Santa Claus as well, man.
Right.
And Santa Claus, the origins of Santa Claus, it comes from a Roman god named Saturn.
Yep.
It says Saturn is typically depicted as an elderly bearded man with white hair, often holding a sickle or scythe. And then it says his clothing often depicted wearing a red cloak with his coat statue having wool bound around his feet, removed during the Saturnalia festival. So like the brothers is going into, ain't nothing new under the sun.
Right.
You know,
Big bro.
Christmas,
Yo, bro.
it used to be Saturnalia.
Yep.
Then it used to be Yule.
Yeah.
It always existed way before Christ.
Yeah.
So you got to do your research.
That's right.
Ain't this during the Greco-Roman captivity or around this time here for Santa Claus? The Saturnalia.
Saturnalia, yeah, that goes. It comes from Rome.
Yeah.
Right. The winter solstice celebration.
So read that right quick about Krampus, and then we're going to get that right there.
All right, this is about Krampus. It says his role and his meaning. Krampus is the counterpart to Saint Nicholas.
And we know Saint Nicholas, he's supposed to be a part of Christmas too. Right? There's a song about Saint Nick dedicated to Christmas. Right? It's a whole bunch of things that have been moved around when we're dealing with Christmas. And they dressed it up to where they found a way for the people to worship. Right? But go ahead.
It says Saint Nicholas rewards obedient children.
With Christmas presents. But guess what? They changed that with the Grinch. Right? But go ahead.
It says Krampus punishes disobedient children. Swats them with bricks, with burnt sticks. Scares them.
And that's what, I believe that's what the elves was for too, to help him punish the children, the disobedient children. Now they try to say you're on a naughty list and you just don't get no presents. But back then, you know, this folklore right here, it was to scare, you know, they used under the threat of punishing bad children. Yeah, go ahead.
Bro, it says Krampus in older legends carries the worst children away in a sack.
What do Santa Claus come in?
With a sack.
He coming down your chimney with a sack, man.
Hey, look, it's like, hey, I believe it's called syncretism. It's where they mix different aspects of different cultures into one thing, man. So that's why you got Krampus. He got the sack. Now they mixed that with Christmas and the winter solstice. Now you got Santa. Hey, however they got to this freaky conclusion, you know, Santa riding the reindeer through the sky. Hey man, it's called syncretism. They mix up different doctrines of different religions and idols and form a new thing. That's how Christmas and Saturnalia and all of these practices came into Christianity, man, because they integrated pagan rituals into Christianity when the Romans took over.
And it just to back up your point, you know, like the brother was just going into synchronism. It says the merging or blending of different religions, like the brother was just going into. You know, I just had to bag my brother up. You know what I'm saying? It says in ideals into a new, undefiled system. See that?
Yeah. Hey, and then they work so hard to buy all these presents just to say that a man that don't even exist bought it and gave it to them.
Right.
They'll do themselves like that at the end of the day.
And be crying when they rape you, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing too. You know, that's about to destroy a lot of people's homes.
Right. And every year, you know, you got low-income households going all out for Christmas. It don't even make sense from a logical standpoint, man. You ain't got enough to make ends meet. Why the hell is you going out of your way to celebrate this so-called holiday and you don't know? When you look into the background of it, it's a complete lie.
Right.
There's no reason for you as a Black American, a Native American, or Hispanic American in general to be celebrating that day, man.
Right.
It ain't never been a part of our culture.
Never. They always celebrated stuff like that. Why? Because they tell you that the Most High is art. We're the Most High's portion. He gave the heathens kings. He let them celebrate their idols. We're supposed to be dedicated to the Most High. That's right. We the one made the blood covenant with the Most High. So that's how that's supposed to go. Yeah, keep going on that.
It said,
matter of fact, we supposed to put this in. It's all right. 33.
The book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 21.
Read out.
For better it is that thy children should seek to thee than that thou shouldest stand to their courtesy.
That's what be going on.
That's right.
A lot of parents, they just don't want to let down their kids, man.
That's right.
Because other kids are out here celebrating it, so they don't want to let their kids down. But they can't even explain to them like where Santa come from and how he's real. Right. They can't explain none of that to their children. So what are they doing? They lying to their children.
Right.
Just so everybody can get along. Lying to them.
Right.
All right. Better, it said, read it one more time though.
The book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 21.
Read out.
For better it is that thy children should seek to thee.
And what does it say in the Torah in Exodus 12? Our children is supposed to ask us about Passover. That's what our children should be asking us about.
Right.
But you know what? School is one of our biggest fights when it comes to our children. Our children learn, you know, they come home, you know, that's when they start talking about girls.
Right.
They go on talking about girls, and the next thing you know, man, there's so much stuff. My nephew, my kids, they start dabbling in things, and you'll be like, bro, where did you learn this from? And they explain how they got it from school.
But I feel like us as parents, we need to be doing more teaching than the school. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? If we're not really doing the teaching and all they learn is from school, you're going to expect things like that, man. You got to expect things like that. Right. Excuse me.
So bad.
There you go. Hey, this like, I forgot we had Ephraim. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, what? Like the brother was just going into, you know, about how our kids supposed to ask us about the Passover and things. Like it says in Exodus 12 and 26, it says, and it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, what mean ye by this service? That ye should say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses.
See, your kids gonna say, what mean ye by this service? Right. What is this? What are we doing this for? The Most High already mapped it out and said our kids was gonna ask us about that. Nowhere in the Bible they talk about the holidays that they celebrate, how it's in the Torah that we're supposed to celebrate it. And in the Tanakh, it's condemned, obviously, in Jeremiah 10, Isaiah 40. Right? That's why they know we're spiritual people. That's why they try to blend it in with the Bible. They understand we're spiritual people. Somebody have something else?
Hey,
Point.
So go ahead.
My point was going into what you said about we should be teaching our children. The thing about that is it'd be better if you take your children out of public schools, because the public schools, how long do your kids go to school for every day? 8 hours. By the time you get off work, what time is 5? You got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's time to go to sleep. You only got 4 hours. They're gonna beat you every day, 5 days a week. So it's best if we pull our kids out of these public schools. That way we really have a fighting chance. You know what I'm saying?
And they really trying to program our children. The man who created the Board of Education, John D. Rockefeller, he said, I want a nation of workers, not a nation of thinkers. So they teaching you what they want you to be. They limiting you to being an officer, being a firefighter. They limiting you to these things. They want you to, man, when my kids come home, sometimes they'll ask me about these holidays like, Dad, why we don't celebrate this? You got to break it down to them, but all they see in their head is other kids having fun. So it's a fight for them. But if you do not send, and I tried this, you don't send your kids to school, what is the paper say?
truant officers. They send the truant officers to your door. Truancy.
Because you don't want your kids partaking in holidays and really learning any of that stuff.
And that shows that we still slaves. You gotta get the government's permission to homeschool your children.
Yeah.
They own you. Hey though, I was gonna say, and that's what King Solomon spoke about also.
Right.
Salakia, roughly paraphrasing, if you hang around fools, you're gonna become a fool. If you
Right.
hang around wise men, you're gonna become wise. If you send your kids to school around, especially a child, a small child who's very malleable and impressionable, right? And you put him in that environment, he's gonna conform to his environment.
Right.
He don't have enough wisdom and strength and spiritual fortitude to convert them. They gonna convert him. You got adults over there, and they persuaded in Christmas.
Right.
They persuaded in Halloween. You got children. The children is persuaded in these things.
Right.
The children's parents is persuaded on these things.
Right.
And they surrounded by that society pressure. Yeah, it's gonna get on them. They not gonna win that battle.
Right.
Yeah, for real though. That's a real fight, man.
And it's adults that don't win that battle.
Yeah.
Most people don't. So it was wise what he said to homeschool your kids, man.
Right.
Yeah, pull that out.
Let me grab it.
It's like
Go ahead, Al.
That reminds me of train up a child in the way that he should go.
Pull that out, bro.
Yeah, that's what he was getting.
I'll bring it out for you. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and 6.
Bring it out.
Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
God, that's level to. That's why it's good to have brotherhood around you and just being around Israelites in general, because one scripture can have multiple folds to it.
Yeah.
And then you can apply a homeschooling, like Officer Mahar said. It goes right into that. Train up a child. That's work. All things is labor. So that means we got when it says the harvest is plentiful, man, and the laborers are few. That's a big role in our women to get right, because they are the ones that can really train up a child, a son, and a daughter to actually hate these holidays and love our holidays, our feast and holy days.
Hey, I'm gonna say this too. That's why poly is a good thing too. So you can have that extra help. So because sometimes we come home, we tired as hell. You don't want to do nothing else. You just want to take a shower and chill. But if you got extra members in the house that can help out with that, that'd be good. Very good. All right, go ahead.
No, he grabbed it. He grabbed that. No, it was just that Proverbs.
All right, guys. This is Proverbs 13 and 20.
Bring it out.
It says, "He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed."
So it say, "He that walketh with wise men shall become wise."
In the Bible?
Check us out right quick, bro.
2 seconds.
All right, have a good day, bro. Hey, it says a wise man, Salakia, a companion of wise men shall become wise. So if you put yourself around wise people, if you put yourself around like-minded individuals, it's gonna have a good effect on you. It's like but if you put yourself around foolish people, you're gonna end up making foolish decisions yourself, man.
Right.
That's just how that works. When you around the right kind of people, godly people, people who are in the word, you gonna get that necessary nutrients, right? Them spiritual nutrients, so you can grow and become, more tapped in with God.
Right.
What's up with it, bro? You believe in the Bible?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the Israelites? Have you ever heard of the Israelites?
Hell yeah. Oh shit, my family gone.
Hey, though.
But nah, I listen to you though.
Okay, you an Israelite, bro.
We got a flyer, King. Hey,
Can
We
we
don't.
give you a flyer?
Oh, it's the water.
You check out
I
the
listen to
YouTube.
you for sure.
What's your name? Phil. Nice to meet you, bro. Malachi. Hey, check out the YouTube on there.
I got a preset too.
Go ahead, huh?
Hey, this bags up the brother point again, man. You know, if you walk with wise men, you're gonna become wise. But if you're around a lot of foolish people, you're gonna be destroyed. This is Sirach chapter 13 and 16.
Bring it up.
It says, all flesh concerted according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. You know, people usually cleave onto the people that remind them of themselves or who they becoming. Once you start to walk with like-minded brothers that's in the Bible, that have discipline of themselves, hey, those things gonna rub off on you. You know what I'm saying? You gonna resort to people of your likeness, bro. You gotta stay away from foolish people, or you gonna be sunk in with them, bro. Gotta walk with the wise, man.
That's the real thing, man. Spirit's getting on you. Go ahead. No, go ahead. That's good.
This the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11 and verse 19.
Bring it up.
And ye shall teach them your children, speaking of them, when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. So back to the point of teaching your kids the way you should be, according to the Bible.
Right.
You should always be letting them know what the Most High God loves, man.
Right.
The high holy days that we should be keeping. How to love your neighbor. It says when thou liest down, when thou walkest by. That basically means all the time, man.
Right.
As much as you can, you need to be filling your kids with the knowledge of what the Most High God wants, man.
Right.
And it'll raise your child the way it should go, man.
Straight up. That's why it's a lot of children of Belial around here, because they don't have the correct guidance. They don't have a healthy fear of the Most High God. They ain't afraid of their parents. They barely see their parents because their parents is working all these damn shifts. Like, I was watching a video here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 2 different videos, Sky Zone. Man, those little kids tearing up to Sky Zone now. And they turned, what was it, 61st Memorial, I think it was? I had posted it in the chat.
Like 300 kids. Huh?
Yeah, bro, they all out there just tearing stuff up, man. There's no fear, man. There's no consequences to what they doing. That's how they looking at it. Like, ain't nobody gonna touch me. And then, if you snatch one of those kids up and be like, hey, this little nigga tow up my car. Mama come, damn, be coming your motherfucking hands on my kid. When it takes a village to raise a kid, he does. I'm like, you should have whooped his ass. For real, he did. As long as you ain't break no bones, bro, you could have whooped his ass, man. And that's what made
kids
kids
need whoopings, man.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. Kids need whoopings.
But they done painted this picture nowadays, the modern day 2025, when you whoop your kids, it's abuse now.
Right. CPS getting called.
Yeah. That's a part of the new world order. You know, you can't discipline your kids, the government will.
Right. All of that. My fault. They keep jumping up.
My fault. I was about to say, just real quick, if you don't punish your kids, the streets will, the world will, man.
Right.
So either you're going to do it, or the world is going to do it. And I'm pretty sure the best way is for you to do it, man.
Hey, the Bible says a spanking can save your child from hell. It teaches kids lessons, man. It teaches them fear and boundaries, man. They're not gonna go out in the world and do crazy things. That gentle parenting stuff, hey, that's only gonna take you so far, man. especially when they get into the teenage years,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to take control of a teenager, man.
Yep.
Right.
Especially a young man.
Right.
He got too much testosterone.
Right.
You were supposed to break him down when he was a younger. You were supposed to give him spankings
Yes,
before
sir.
he got to that age. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing with a young man that just hit puberty, man.
Yeah.
He not gonna fear his mother. He might fear his father for a while, but at some point he gonna get stronger than his father, man.
Right.
Hey, what's the term in the world? You can bend a branch, but you can't bend a tree.
See that?
That's straight up. You gotta start when they children, man.
That's tough.
Hey, this is the book of Proverbs 23, verse 13 and
Bring it out.
14.
Bring it
in
out.
TNT.
Bring it out.
It says, don't hesitate to discipline children. A good spanking won't kill them. As a matter of fact, it may save their lives. Like the brother Prince Malachi was just going into, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna hurt them, man. Hey, you gotta whoop your kids sometimes. Fuck how the world look at it. They your kids. If they going off, spank their ass. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
You may save them from
sir.
death, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that whip, that discipline can keep them out of a lot of trouble.
Man, growing up, bro, I've hung around kids. Me, I wasn't as disciplined. I was out and about. But I've hung around kids that you know, like that was my neighbors, and they couldn't go nowhere I could go. They couldn't leave the street. And guess what? Those kids went to college. Those kids did. So I see them, like some of them I be seeing them driving down the street, like, dang, bro, he cool. He ain't in the truth, but he cool. Like he living like life accordingly. He ain't got no felonies.
Right. Yeah.
He ain't got warrants. He got his license. You know, he got things going for himself.
Right. Hey, when we say discipline your children and spank them, we do not approve child abuse.
Right.
Do not abuse your children. Do not do nothing to your children that's
Right.
gonna actually harm them. But a spanking, that's not gonna kill them.
Right.
Right? Don't beat on your children, man, because that gives people trauma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it helps to help them understand why they getting a whooping.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
To actually tell them like, I'm doing this because A, B, and C.
Yeah.
That's gonna keep a lot of trauma from forming, because if you just hit your kids randomly, and I'm about to get on some women, a lot of women, they wait to spank their kids until something makes them angry.
Yeah.
Don't spank your kids just because you're angry. Spank your kids when they do something wrong.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, I was telling
don't
that.
abuse your children.
I was telling that to a brother yesterday. You know, when your kid, like you in like DHS office and the kid acting an ass, you know what I'm saying? You explain to him, okay, I'm gonna whoop your ass when we get home. And then halfway through it, you remind him. You be like, hey, I still ain't forgot about you. I'm gonna get you when we get home. You're reminding him all the way up to the point. Because if, like, let's say he's 2 years old and you telling him, hey, I'm about to get you when we get home. And then you don't say nothing else for 2 hours, that kid didn't forgot already. So when you get home, like you said, it's gonna be like random to the child. They ain't gonna know what's going on.
You gotta let him know, like, this equals that.
Yeah.
If you do wrong, you get in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's how my mom used to do me, bro.
She'll
She'll
get
remind
mad.
me of an ass.
Yeah, that's black
She'll be
people
like,
shit.
don't I owe you? I'll be like, yeah, man.
Has to be me too, man. I'm thinking she didn't forgot. She remind me as soon as I get in the car. Hey, the teachers called me, man. So yeah, as soon as we get home, that's your behind.
If she owe you an ass whooping, she'll give you that look. If you fuck up, she'll just look at you. And you be
Yeah.
like, you already know what that look
I already
means,
know,
bro.
man.
Shit.
Shit, don't I owe you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's time to pay the debt. For real.
Oh, but speaking of, you go ahead, King.
No, you got it.
I was saying, speaking of what the brother was saying, like, don't abuse your kids. Don't let your anger cause you to chastise them, bro. It's like my sister, bro, my older sister, you know what I'm saying? I be feeling sorry for my nephew sometimes, bro. You know, my sister might not have no weed or something, and she'll look at one of them, man, she finna tear their ass up, bro.
Tear 'em up.
And I'm like, what they do? How you mad at them because you ain't got no weed?
But then look, they do
Come on,
something
bro.
that where they actually need a whooping. She don't say nothing.
Jump like,
Boy!
nigga, man.
That's all you hear. Boy!
Hey, you got a little bad kids. You'll be a guest at somebody's house. The baby will come, boom,
Yeah.
still on you.
Take off.
You looking at the mama and say I'm lying.
Yeah, like, nigga, be like, bro, I'm about to, bro, you
Bro.
better do something.
Hey, you ain't never had that much funk with a baby. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you better get your son.
Like, you beefing with 'em, man.
And then she don't do nothing. Like, come on, man. Y'all gotta do better than that.
Hey,
Bro, I didn't met women like that. Like, you a guest over there, and she'll say, well, he don't usually do this until people come around, and you still sitting there allowing it to happen, man.
Yeah.
Them type of women, man, hey, you got to do something, man, for that young man start running you over, man, and it's over with after that, man.
Right.
He don't got no real discipline in the house, man.
Especially if you're a single mother, you gotta establish that when they young. Cause even a 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old boy, he gonna know like I'm stronger than my mama.
Yeah.
He gonna start to realize he's stronger than his mama.
Yeah.
So if you a single mother, you need to get them while they young.
Right.
Hey, or he gonna test. He gonna be like, she ain't gonna do this. She ain't gonna touch me, man. Or she gonna, she ain't gonna touch me, right?
Hey,
We
or
out in public.
you gotta know how to. If they already too old, or you know, you gotta learn how to use your power. You they parent, man. Hey, you gotta
Not they friend.
right. You gotta be able to take away some of their benefits, man. You gotta be able to. Hey, well, I'm taking this PS5. Since
Yeah.
you want to do this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
I'm taking this PS5. I'm no more Wi-Fi.
And really stand on
No more snacks, man. Just sandwiches.
Yeah.
Just,
Right.
hey, man. Whatever is your power, but don't abuse your children. But you gotta understand, you in control. You gotta keep control of your kids.
Yeah.
I got precept if somebody ain't got none. All right, this is the book of Hebrews 12 and 6. It says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chastened and scourged every son whom he received.
Right.
So just because you discipline your kids, that don't mean you hate them. You actually teaching them how to be self-controlled, bro. You actually showing them love when you whipping them, bro.
Right.
You trying to protect their lives from the evilness of this world by whipping their ass, bro.
Right.
Hey, a lot of times parents try to be the friends first instead of parents first. That's why a lot of times they don't got that respect there. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so good to have a father in the household, because he's not overly concerned with being the child's friend. He's more concerned with establishing discipline. But the woman, they trying to establish nurturing and, you know, maybe even a friendship before the discipline. That's why the father, all they gotta say is, hey, and the child, you know, they snap and they listen quick. You know what I'm saying? I want to say that real quick.
Hey, actually, a precept that goes on that, you know, it's in Sirach. I'm roughly paraphrasing it when it says, like, you don't want to be too indulgent with your daughter, bro.
I got it. Yeah, that's what I was about to go to.
There's a couple of scriptures, ain't
Y'all were not holding Sirach 30 also.
Go ahead, bring it out.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 30, and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Says, he that loveth his son, causeth him to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end.
Don't say often.
He that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintances.
Keep going on that.
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
He does what?
He that what?
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
Hey, where did you start?
And before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
Bro, you talk. That's what I want to speak about.
Oh, yeah.
It says, if you chastise your children, you're gonna be able to have joy in them later on in life. To the point where your children are actually something you can be proud of.
God.
You know, some people got children, and they children is just a bad story, man. They just a terrible example, and you know, they not honoring their parents out here in the world. They out here doing crimes or doing this, that, and the third.
Dead.
Yeah, or dead, or they, you know,
Prison.
they might be in and out of prison.
Asking for money and shit.
They might be a homeless person or a beggar. You don't, when you discipline your children and train them up in the way, that's how you avoid that, man. Because you don't want to be having terrible conversations about your children in the future, like, damn, my child did that, my child did this, or you hear from other people, your child doing this, your child doing that. You want to have children you can be proud of, so it's important to put parenting before trying to be the child's friend.
God. I think I got the precept on that too.
You want to do it?
No, it's more on it. We're gonna finish all this out. Sirach 30. Let's keep going on 30.
Chapter verse 5.
Bring it up.
Though his father died.
Hold on.
Go to 4.
Go to 4, yeah.
No.
This 4. We just read 3.
Okay, so yeah, verse 4.
Yeah, verse 4. Though his father died, yet he is as though he were not dead.
Mm.
For he that left one behind him, that is like himself.
So, can I speak on that real quick? So, that's speaking about having a good reputation. So, if you teaching your kid as they're young, even if you pass away, they know that the reputation of the father is there because the works that he's done. So even if he passed away, even if he's not around no more, the child is still knowing what to do because of what he was taught by the father.
Exactly. And that's your excellency. So like he should want to be like his father anyway.
Exactly. So hold on, I got a precept on that. This the book of Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 11. Even a child is known by his doings, whether his work be pure and whether it be right. So again, you know a child by the way you know a child by the works he's doing, how he was taught, how he was conditioned to be. If there's no parents around or no good parents around, he'll be all over the world. Right. And you'll know his works by that. Right. So like it was going into, even if the father's around or not, he will know what to do because he was taught good enough, man.
What's up with it, bro? The Bible? You believe in the Bible, bro?